Hello and welcome back to some Sailwind. Alright, previously we kind of made it here after some rough sailing. It's a new day of recording. As of recording this, I think 2 episodes have been aired. This should be episode 5. The last episode I did split, so some of my commentary may not make sense because I'm talking about it being a long episode, but I ended up chopping it in half just to make it probably easier to digest. Alright, so I think we still have to unload our cargo. Did I already do that? I guess I already did that. We just have to figure out what we want to do. Man, I was watching back one of my other videos while I'm noticing how slow the boat's going, and meanwhile you can just see all this water sloshing around in the boat. There's very much some blindness that happens when you're recording or playing in general. But when I watch it back, it's quite obvious. I want to test if I can, like, do I have to bring the ship into the repair harbor? Like I did last time? Or can it just be docked over there and they'll automatically bring it in? I'm also thinking it might be a good idea... No boat. It might be a good idea to buy some of that oakum just for some temporary repairs. How much money do we have? Nothing. Darn. We don't actually have enough money to repair the boat. Darn it! Well, in that case, I might buy some oakum. Really? We didn't get any? I don't remember what my last shipment was. I would have swore we earned something. More than our nothing. Or did I already... That's empty. Okay, I went back to look at my video. We have 2 boxes of tuna here. But yes, 96 is what we should have from our missions. Because we were like broke. But I should be able to sell 2 boxes of tuna. For some money as well. Goods in storage area. 2 for 97 each. There we go. That's what I think I was expecting. It's like, we can't have that little money. And then we kept 1 box for ourselves. So yeah, I do want to repair. Maybe I can do that now. Yeah, should be enough wind to get us there. Getting out will be always an adventure. But yeah, I am keen to continue playing this. Other people are watching. Looks like some of you are watching it, so that's fun. I am keen to keep playing it. It is a very... I don't think it's... Yeah, it's... Don't know how well known this game is. Can't remember how I found it. I think someone recommended it in just a Discord channel in relation to another game I'm playing. There's something to it. Quite fun. And yeah, again, not good. Not good at this. Not claiming to be good at this. I'm keen to fumble around and learn. I will miss probably some obvious things, like my boat being full of water. Like it is now. Well, not full, but there's a little bit. Again, I really love the, just the subtle... It's not yelling at me that my boat is sinking. I have to pay attention. Depending on our stats, we could probably spend the night, maybe? I think I'd probably like to buy some... I like just dive into the water. Like you'd do that. Oh, they are closed, maybe, for the night? Nope. 35% damage. Okay, we're even more damage than we were. But yeah, I don't think it does... Nope, we gotta wait till people are here. Cancel, cancel, cancel. How do I get out? Exit? The big exit button? Let's go find that inn. I think it was over here, maybe? That's the market. There's still people there. All your goods are gone, right? So yeah, 289. So we'll spend about 19, I think, here at the inn. So that's the art. That's the art shop. Is this the inn? It's weird, I can't walk up the stairs. Or I kinda can. Yeah, here's the inn. 21. Share a drink with a fellow sailor. I mean, let's try it again. Link, here you go. I've heard a boat is coming from Alchemist Island carrying some gems. Okay. I wonder if this is useful information for us. Does that tell us, like, Alchemist Island is a good place to buy gems, maybe? Rest till morning. I believe that should refill our food and water. It does. Everything. It's just... Now we get some rain. Okay, let's make our way back to the shipyard. Maybe take a look at some oakum. Is that what it's called? Oakum. 37. Okay. Hey. Where she be? Hello. How much to repair? Oh wow. Put a lot. I think we should do that. This is a lesson. You know, be careful with your boat. Plus a shipyard fee. Yeah, that's going to take most of our money. I'm going to do it. Because I feel like that is important. Okay, so now we have... Oh man, now we're broke. Which way does the wind blow? Not moving, boat. You take damage in there. I'm going to be very sad. Northeast. That doesn't seem good, does it? That's what it was before. So what I am thinking in terms of, like, profiting... So right now I don't feel like I've really profited too much. I don't have anything really to my name other than some reputation and a charting kit that I can't use or don't know how to use yet. So I might not get that oakum after all. But we gotta decide. We could do what we just did again. Take some beer. Oh no, I want to profit on beer this time. But, yeah, gotta figure out. Because again, with a northeast wind, I think we should head down to Albacore town maybe this time. We should be able to do that. But what was I saying? Oh, like right now, missions seem like a good filler, right? Like in terms of profiting, we might be able to do better with trades. To the capacity to which our boat can hold, which I don't know yet. And then we can fill in the rest with missions. But right now I think we're pretty dependent on missions because they don't cost us anything. And they do have quite a decent reward. But yeah, I don't think we could get to Unktown. We want to get to Albacore. Okay, first one is pork for 31. Some generic goods for 25. Some mail for 19. And tobacco for 14. Oh, and some spices for 11. Now, those are heavy. Tobacco's nice and light though. Doesn't pay much. Now the question is, how do I get out without just pushing? This is where I feel like I'm missing something. So I can't get out of here, really. I think I have to push. Need to straighten. Turn. So let me get positioned so we can get some goods. And I think I'm learning that pushing from the behind is best. And just holding, not clicking. It is stormy out, though, so I don't know if we want to leave. But we do have a nicely repaired boat with no holes in it. Sun is rising, but still morning. Assume, I don't know if that's about midday. The sun's about here. Whoop. Up and over, right? Maybe? If we do want to leave, we can get out that way. We should be able to leave. There's a storm. Storm looks like it's moving that way, so we should clear the storm. So it's probably okay to leave. So let's check trades for Albacore. What am I on? Beer. Actually, beer is good. Profit 35. So if we bought one of those, I don't think we'll be able to afford anything else. Based off what we saw previously, other than water. Nope. That's wine's okay, but too expensive. If we do beer, 51, that leaves 33. I think we're okay food and water, at least to make it to Albacore. Might have to buy some fish when we get there. I kind of want to buy that manual, just so I have something to read. Like while we're traveling, right? If I bought this thing, 25, it might help me. I could kind of learn about some stuff. That's probably something we want to get eventually. Spyglass. Way too expensive. Already have a compass. But yeah, that would be a nice thing, but more just for fun. Okay, if we do this and a beer. Whoops. Whoops again. Okay, let's not forget about taking the missions. It's like we're ready to go. No. Alright, again, I don't know, like, what's the best time to take a mission? Like, if you want to do it, like, is it 3 days from the time you take it? Or is it just a specific time? Okay, the pork seems to be the biggest paying one. So yeah, we'll do that one. Next up is the goods. It's 160 pounds. Ooh, is that a lot? Hang on, let's save that one. Mail. Spices are heavy. Tobacco is light. Pretty cheap. I guess we gotta do the goods. It's lighter than the spices. Seeing everything explode out there. Alright, then we have 4 pork. Again, I didn't look at the days. Oops. We have an empty crate. Let's get rid of that. I'm also wondering if putting stuff right behind the, let's say steering wheel. I don't know what's it called? It's not called steering wheel. Yeah, putting stuff like right there, because we can walk behind it. Doesn't obscure our vision. And then we could like stack stuff. I think maybe that's good. So I'm trying to think if it's better distribute our weight. If that helps in maneuvering. Or if that like, I don't know, how that affects things. But I assume it does in some way. Oh, how do we make stuff not fall off? This could use with some more controls, I think, maybe. For rotating stuff. Or maybe there is one. But like if you held down a key, it would rotate a different way. I move this one forward. Yeah, as long as it's not stuff falling out. Not falling out. Not. I don't know. Well, you know, if we lose stuff, we lose stuff. Will be part of the journey. Discovering how not to sail. Did in real life, it could be life or death, but we're just playing a video game. So, yeah, it seems fine. I do feel like I should put more stuff back here, actually, but we reposition things. I pick this up, move it a little forward, enough that I can still get through. Kind of want to see if I can chart, so I'm going to put this on the table. Like so. Okay. That there. Our bucket can just be on the ground too, I guess. Same with the cup. These things will just live right there. Same with you. And that maybe we can actually just put on the map. Great. Oop. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't want us to do that. No. Maybe that's what that lamp hook is good for. Can we put it up in here? That stay? I'm not pleased with any of that, but it will let me, chart. Yoink. Yoink. That draw a line? Oh, it does draw a line. Look at that. Cool. Well, we learned one thing. Okay, so we have pork. 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. The heaviest thing is the goods. The goods are where? Goods are there. I'm gonna switch these crates around. Just so like the heaviest stuff is more towards the back here. Yep, makes me wish for a Merchant's Promise controls. This works. Someone in the comments just said it's like Tetris. Cargo Tetris, I agree. It gets even more so. Alright. Yeah, I'm interested in this, like, green. You see where it, like, turns green? Is that, like, telling us where it's trying to place the map? I guess so. Alright, now that the storm has passed, it's more eastward than it was. So it's actually going to be harder to get to where we want to go. I think we should still be able to get out. Just. So, let's set off, I guess. Right, that might do it. Hop in. A lower. And a turn. We're off. We're good. Southeast heading, slightly south. Oops. Oops. Oh, I can't, like, look at the map as easily. To, like, pick it up. Maybe I should just keep it on me then. Oh yeah, we want pretty much direct southeast, I think. Which means we could adjust a little bit. Might be a little bit south. But it'll do. And we have 13 coins to our name. Doesn't feel like we profited, but if we account for the damage that we had to repair and our unintentional purchase of this thing, we would have about like 300 coin or more. So I feel like it's just the cost of doing making some mistakes. $14 water? What? Oh no. Well. 10 water. Well, hopefully. We should have enough water to get to where we're going, though. Just don't know if it's the cheapest place to get water. If it would have been better to buy some there, but we don't have any money anyway. So, well, I get more fish. Pork. No, don't eat that. Which one is... one is mine? Tuna. Really? Did we eat the last? My memory's faulty. Yeah, that's our tuna. Okay, open crate. I mean, I did sell the empty crate, so that would track. All right. Well, I have my new thing to read. The compass. Probably won't do this with you, but I'll do a little bit. Okay. Most basic of navigation. North, south, east, west. You can use the sun to find the cardinal. Sun always rises exactly in the east. That's exactly in the west. Reaches its highest point in the sky. The local noon exactly in the south. Okay. The North Star. It is located exactly north at a fixed point in the sky around which all other stars rotate. It is useful not only for finding the north direction, but also your current latitude, north-south. The angle between the North Star and the horizon is your current latitude. Unlike the sun, the North Star stays at the same angle throughout the night, so you can measure your latitude at any time. North Star stays at a fixed point in the sky, so we gotta try to find the North Star. It's like in that little dip. I think I've seen that. Okay, we'll wait till it gets a little more dark. There it is. Up close. Quadrant is a simple device for measuring angles between celestial bodies and the horizon. Point the quadrant at an object in the sky. Okay, in this case, the North Star it's showing. Point the quadrant at an object in the sky while holding it parallel with your line of sight. Once aligned, activate the item to lock the indicator in place and observe the measured angle. If you measure the North Star this way, the angle will be equal to your current latitude, north-south. You can also measure the sun at noon and subtract the reading from 90 degrees to find your latitude. With quadrant of the North Star, get a reading. Okay, that should be our next tool, I think, the quadrant. It was pretty cheap, 16 coin. Sun compass can be used to determine your current latitude, north-south, by measuring the length of the shadow cast by the sun. Keep the compass level and wait until it stops rotating. The shadow of the needle on the face of the compass will point to your current latitude. So this one is saying the sun compass indicates a latitude of 31, because if we look in the shadow, that's where it's pointing, just above the line of 30. Interesting. Chronometer is a precise clock calibrated to tell the sun time at longitude 0. By comparing the clock time with your observed location time, you can determine your current longitude. East-west. Okay, at local noon, when the sun is directly south, check the clock time on your chronometer every 4 minutes, every 4 minutes of difference between clock time and local time are equal to 1 degree of longitude. For example, if the chronometer reads 11:56 at local noon, your longitude is 1, because it's 4 minutes different. Okay, this is a lot to take in. Whoops. Chrono compass. You can use the chrono compass on a sunny day to determine both latitude and longitude. So is it my understanding this is good for longitude, this is good for latitude? So with both of them we could figure out, our exact location. Which should probably be good when we're traveling like in the open seas and we don't have islands to look at, right? Oh man. Trouble. Okay. You can use the chrono compass on a sunny day to determine both your latitude and longitude. Firstly, adjust the angle of the gnome until the tip of its shadow oh my god. Touches the horizon bar's shadow. Okay. When correctly adjusted, the dial at the bottom will point to your latitude. The shadow line on a correct adjusted chrono shadow indicates 5. That's where the shadow touches the line. Alright, well that concludes our learning. Did you get all that? Because I kind of didn't, but I got some of it, and that's a start. And we're still heading southeast, so that's pretty good. Pretty dark out. A moonless night. We should probably try to find the North Star. Okay, I think that's just looking at the... What do you call them? I forgot. Formation of stars? I guess that one. Right? Let's go back. Yeah, that star. So the sky should rotate around that point. So no matter when we look, and this should kind of rotate that away. So it's this little, like, whatever formation that is. That's not our chicken, though. We should could come up with one. But anyway, so North Star. So that is interesting. I will definitely do some more learning off camera. But let's take a look at this one again, because this is going to be our next step, is get this. So it's saying something about, like, our horizon. Point the quadrant. So if we pointed that to North Star, if you measure your North Star this way, the angle will be equal to the current latitude. So we point it at the North Star and then measure where, like, that lines up with the horizon. Is that what I'm understanding? Parallel. Once aligned, activate the item to lock the indicator. And observe the measured angle. Or it just gives you an angle, does it? Okay. Well, until we get it, we don't know. We're gonna lose my lantern overboard. Well, we should be able to go to sleep soon. Just double check the wind is kind of perpendicular to our boat, which means I could let out the sail some. I'll probably lift it up a bit while we're sleeping, so it's not fully down. I feel like that's a good idea. And yeah, go to sleep. Alright, let's wake up. I see the island there. Just barely. I doubt you guys can see it. Maybe you can. Depends what you're watching on, I suppose. Yeah, there is an island there. I assume that is our island. The wind's still blowing. Yep. Okay, we can release that. Don't know if I want to sleep again. It's kind of far though, but we will adjust our heading. We'll pull that in. We will actually raise that again, just so I can see. And let's change course for the island. Here we go. And now we are heading... Can't tell. Yeah, no, we're still good. Maybe pull that back in a bit. No, I think we're okay. Okay, and we gauge where we are. Just try to learn, I guess, from visuals. I'm still a bit off course. If I can just not be... I do sleep again, which I feel like there is time, actually. The more I look. I could just make sure we don't... I could raise the sail a little bit more, too, maybe. Do something like that. Pull that up even more. And wait, let's find the North Star. Okay, so there it is again. That would be the North Star. That's everything else is rotated. Those two used to be over there, etc. So, hooray! We've been taught. I keep doing this. I sleep again, and then, you know, we crash into islands. Nearly so. Have I learned? No. I do it again anyway. I feel like it's okay. The wind was pretty weak. Raised the sail even more. So I don't feel like we should travel too quickly. And if we could just wake up. Just wake up. Rise and shine. Good morning. That was pretty perfect. Pretty perfect, I'd say. The only problem is I'm about to sail upwind. So, in that regard, I aimed for the wrong side of the island. So I retract my statement of perfection and replace it with oopsies. Yeah, no, that was bad. What? I wasn't thinking. We can just coast our way there? Maybe. I might need to push. But I don't really feel like I can do anything about it, because it is upwind. Unless we want to do some turning turn that way and then cut in? I guess so. Try avoid pushing. I said perfect, but really? No. It was not. Goofed. I should have aimed to the left. To the north. Can I catch enough wind to turn? Yes. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. The wind's with us. I'm a fool. Use your brain and your eyes together. We don't need to do anything silly. Oh, I'm so glad I realized that. We not as quickly as you did. Yeah, the wind's with us. It's at our back. We don't need to do anything. No shenanigans. And I could just let this out even. Probably pull it up most of the way. Or just drop it a little. Or maybe release it till we get closer. Well, we've arrived with like plenty of time too, which is great. So I'm just gonna go ahead and raise that up just most of the way. I didn't notice that. Oops. Okay, let's remember. Shallow waters here that aren't marked. Looks pretty good. We should correct. Now that I see the dock. I am too far. Just coast in. Probably do the rear one first, maybe? I don't know. Well, that was pretty good. Perfection. If you ignore my brain stuff. Okay. Unload. Notice that was like tipping over and hitting the dock, or nearly so. Should probably pull that in. Ah, I'm a fool. There is a way. Just looking at the controls. Like, there probably is a way to rotate it the other way. There is. I just... So if it's completely level, it kind of rotates it sideways. Yeah, I can't tell how it's doing it yet. But there, yeah, there is indeed a modifier key that you hold down. As I was requesting is already there. Yoink. Alright, we got the mail. And we got our beer. Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's double check our logs. White tobacco 3, goods 2, pork 4. 3, pork 4, goods 2. Alright, let's hand them in. I would like to sell my beer. Okay, so we are at 181. Get a receipt? What does that mean? Oh, I didn't know I had to do that. Trade receipts. Oh, definitely should be doing that. Beer 1, average price. Doesn't say what we bought it for, but maybe I'm supposed to get a receipt when I buy it too. I'm not sure. What do you sell again? You just sell fish, tuna, and then there was some other stuff. Still spying? Yeah. Some fresh fish. And some water. I do want to buy the water, I do believe. Don't need fresh fish though. But yeah, I'll take that. Speaking of which, we are thirsty. So can we deplete our current water? Holds 5 at a time. Yeah, we should be able to. Could have brought that with me, I guess. Next time? Well, maybe I can sell it right here, though. Yeah. Eventually, I'd like to get into the habit of having, like, 2 barrels of water. That's a way to put stuff low. Just duck. See, I'm learning. Learning how to play the game. But yeah, it'd be nice to have 2 barrels. I don't know if that's necessary on this boat, but eventually I'd like that. Just to always have a full one. In case we get stranded out there. Alright, we're later in the day. Sun is setting. We're on its way down. And we have this much fish. Do we have enough food to get somewhere? We don't have to buy anything. We might buy some tuna here. I think it's relatively cheap. I would like to... I'd like to make it back to the other islands. We're still heading... Wind is still eastward, right? Yeah. Which means I feel like we just gotta go back to Big Rock City again, which is fine. It's a big port. We can pick up that other tool. Gold Rock, not Big Rock. I'm gonna keep saying it though. 28. 27. 18. 18. 17. 16. 11. Haven't done gems though. Just looking. Like, assuming we could buy gems, which we cannot. But even if we could, like, we wouldn't profit by the looks of it. Buy, sell. Maybe there's some place you could buy and sell. I guess there. This is buy them from El Nilum. Nilum. But even then, you're only profiting like... Not that 300 isn't a lot, but the investment is huge. Interesting, though. Can't say I'm that well acquainted with, like, trading type games or trading in general. So this should be fun. Yeah, like here, it looks like Oasis if you bought... You're still only 200... Tobacco, not that these are for sale here, but just trying to get an idea. Alright, so with our 165, ideally we want to be able to buy 2 things. So lamb would profit us 26, but we could only get 1. Goat cheese. We can't get 2. We're so close to being able to buy 2. Maybe I could sell a piece of fish? Dates? Oh, wow. No. Who cares about that? Dates is the way. 63. And we could get 4. Or yeah. We'd have 1 coin remaining. I think we should do that. There's no place to stay here, I don't think, so we might as well just sail. Let's just check other things. Let's not jump the gun, but dates seem like the way to go. We are good on food, so yeah. It might be dumb, but I think this is the way. I mean, we could always eat dates, I'm sure, right? I think the other benefit of goods, as far as I know, they don't expire, right? So, like, of course, our missions are so, like, time sensitive, right? Although, like, 3 days is pretty good in this region, it seems. But, like, another benefit of just trading goods. Oh, shoot. Can I get my receipt? Yeah. Okay, so you can just get a receipt for as long as you do it before you leave, maybe? So even if you do multiple sales, it'll tally them all up on your receipt, maybe? So yeah, I'm thinking like another benefit of just trade is there's no urgency to sell things, too. So even if we eventually have the cargo, we could do a trade for a different area than we're going to. Like not Big Rock, but maybe like where we think we might go after Big Rock. Like the Academy again or something. Although that trip was hard. There's that, I guess, aspect. Right now I'm just thinking in terms of... As I try to rotate. Let go. Let go. Yeah, I'm thinking just one trip at a time. Eventually we could trip. Or we could trip. Trip many things at a time. Think about many trips. Okay. Let's not forget our missions, though. We don't want to not leave here with that. So there's seafood, which is quite heavy. We have a fully repaired boat. But seafood's not much better than dates. So let's still 125. Yeah. So we'll do dates. Maybe we'll do seafood, probably. Lamb. Goat cheese, 70 pounds. Man, let's try. Like, I don't know what we can hold, so... Let's just start with that. See what the boat looks like. Let's see. Right now it is how far out of the water? I feel like that line is a good line, a good indicator. Let's get on the sun side. Yeah, like this line, right? So we probably don't want the water rising, but I want to pay attention here. So looks like 2 planks. Right, there's this plank, and then that one's kind of underwater a bit. So let's see what happens when we load some cargo. Oh, look at all these nice little boxes. Seafood, dates. Okay, so the seafood's the heavier one. Let's start with those. Okay. Does look like it's lower, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm only seeing like 1 plank. And it does look like it's front heavy. Like the front is lower than the back. Okay, that's cool. Oops, I'm sprinting. Never sprint. It's getting late. Again, I kind of like sleeping on the water, though. So we'll probably head off, even if it's late. Alright, gems. Oh god, 480 pounds though. No, let's not do the gems. Probably do mail. And then lamb. 5 crates of lamb. 105 versus 70. And then 17 versus 18. Now let's do lamb. Whoops. Goat. I mean, let's do the lighter one. And then we'll just grab the mail. We like delivering mail. Okay. Here we go. We got our receipt. The other stuff. So yeah, let's try to load this stuff up in the back. I know it makes it hard to get at my get up my bed. I'll find a way. I'll climb over it. Yeah, I am curious how, like, distribution of mass affects the ship. Like, in terms of, like, how it's, like, turning and sailing, right? Like, if the load is more towards the rear, does it keep its course or its heading better than if it's too front-loaded? Does it tend to, like, pivot and turn with the wind? I don't know if that's even factored in, or what happens in real life. No idea. Okay, so we did decide we can put stuff behind the, whatever the wheel's called. I do think it's, yeah, it's just called wheel. I looked it up. Okay. Or helm. But tricky sometimes. I like that it does highlight your goods. Like, maybe make it less likely that you'll leave without it. I did do that once. Can't see. Where to put this stuff? Is that too high? I feel like it's gonna go out the back. And I also think it's probably best to, like, put stuff... Let's move our water. Put stuff so it's kind of even, left to right. Oh my. Go. Looks good. Got our mail. Like I'm missing something though, am I? Is there only 3 of these? Let's check the log. Goat cheese. 5. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so let's move this one back. And then we can put the mail right to there. This is fun. I like being in charge of stuff. Like how to do this stuff. Okay, I can reach that. I can reach that. That seems fine. Put that back on there. Probably move the table closer to the wall. Or not. And put that right there. Okay, well, what we'll probably do is call it. After you watch me do all that stuff, we are ready to go. I think I'm just going to do this for now. I'm not going to be charting. But yeah, it is dark. I could probably try to sail out of here. And get on the water and then sleep. Might do that. But we'll carry on in the next one. And then we'll have to figure out the pacing of the series. I can keep doing like an episode per trip here, especially early on while we're learning and getting access to new technologies. And then I don't know, maybe I'll skip over more stuff. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have a preference or if you just want to see it all like I've been doing. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. Bye-bye.